What's up, nerds? So, coming at you with this video because it looks like Netflix is cleaning a little more house. We've got some shows that have been canceled, and one of them, only one of them, I'm kind of like, oh, that's a bummer. But the other ones, I'm just like, oh, whatever. Bye, Felicia. Okay, so it says Shadow and Bone, Glamorous, and Agent Elvis among 5 series canceled by Netflix amid strike impact. Uh, out of all these shows, the only one that I have seen is the Glamorous show and Shadow and Bone. And let me just say right now, real quick, Shadow and Bone, I liked season 1. Season 2 for me was just okay. And I can see why that got canceled because it's probably really expensive to do all those, bending air, element bending skills and stuff like that. So it probably costs a lot of money. Now, Glamorous, on the other hand, is just pure trash. I mean, that show sucks. So I would have canceled it like episode 1. I would have canceled it pilot area. But let's read this article from Deadline, my favorite, and see what they have to say. So it says Netflix will not be going forward with more seasons of live action series Shadow and Bone and Glamorous and adult animated comedies Agent Elvis, Farzar, and Captain Fall. The decision was made a week after the end of the SAG-AFTRA strike and a month and a half after the end of the WGA work stoppage, as networks and platforms continue to evaluate the impact from the strike-related 7-month production shutdown. Everybody knows about the strike that went down and everything, and there was a lot of stuff that happened and whatnot, but okay. So, I mean, we all knew stuff like this was coming down the pipeline. It just happened to be that way. Okay, so it says, while there had been a slew of series cancellations and unrenewals by linear networks and streamers during the after the strikes, Netflix had largely refrained from making cancellation decisions during the past 6.5 months while announcing a number of renewals, including One Piece, Ginny and Georgia. All right, I'm not going to go through all of these, but some stuff like The Diplomat. Love The Diplomat. Okay. As usual, series performances versus cost played a major role in Netflix's decision. In the case of Shadow and Bone, Glamorous, Agent Elvis, Farzar, and Captain Fall, there were additional factors too. The delays in writing and filming due to the WGA and after strikes have scrambled networks and streamers' scheduling plans, which show missing their project launches pipeline. I'm just going to skip that stuff and just go to the production shutdown also makes for big gaps between seasons, with freshmen going into season 2. The most vulnerable, if they have not broken out in a big way like The Night Agent and One Piece have, all the newly canceled series except for Shadow and Bone had only aired 1 season. Additionally, the strikes coincided with a period of increased financial security among most media companies. So basically, like, this is the thing. They're all like, we're not financially secure because A, the economy sucks. B, people are canceling us left and right because, they don't want our nonsense, our propaganda, whatever it is that we're doing. They don't want it. And they're just buying us for 1 month. And then, so watch a series and they're, what is that called? I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. So they're churning. And they're always trying to fight that churning thing. But Netflix, they did the whole can't share the password thing. Yeah, that really hurt them too, because I know a bunch of people that canceled just because of that. Like, I'll never go back. In adult animation, Netflix is going through a transition period. The department's new leadership, set late last year with Billy Wee, has tapped as director to adult animation, are starting to put their stamp with their development slate as Netflix continues to invest in the genre, which has delivered such hits as BoJack Horseman, never saw it, Big Mouth, F is for Family, and Disenchantment. I haven't seen any of those. Agent Elvis, Farzar, and Captain Fall were all developed and greenlit by the previous adult animation regime. Captain Fall's cancellation comes in the midst of season 1. The animated series had been picked up for a 20-episode first season to air in 2 parts. The decision not to proceed comes after part 1, released in July, failed to draw a large audience. Yeah, I've never even heard of it. I'm not even interested in it, whatever it is. Shadow and Bone is the highest profile series and the only sophomore entry into the group, inspired by Lee Brogdon's bestseller, developed a devoted following by fans, and has been an important title for Netflix, also spawning a video game franchise for the streamer. However, season 2 of the big budget fantasy drama, which launched in March, did not have the same impact season 1 did. The series spent 5 weeks in the weekly top 10 for English language series without getting to number 1. That coupled with, I think they just waited too long. That's the problem with these series that take that have these big special effects, is it just takes too long to put them out there because it takes too long to make them. And me, I just go, listen, don't get me wrong, I like Shadow and Bone season 1. Season 2, though, it just took forever and a day, and then I was just like, all right, whatever. I mean, like, I'll watch it, but I'm not like, looking forward to it. I'm not going to read this paragraph right here because that doesn't matter. I want to get to Glamorous. Okay. So it says, Glamorous, which originated as a pilot for the CW, that's red flag number 1, debuted on Netflix in July. It was created and executive produced by Jordan Narito and executive producers Damon Wayans Jr. and Cameron Tarlow. CBS Studios is the studio, and the series tells the story of Marco Majaya, I don't know, Miss Benny. What a dumb name. A young gender nonconforming queer man whose life seems to be stuck in place until he lands a job working for a legendary makeup mogul, Madeline Addison, Kim Cattrall. That show is garbage. It's actually, I haven't done it yet, obviously, because it's not the end of the year, but that's actually making my top 10 worst shows of the year. It's pretty bad. It's the acting is terrible. The storyline sucks. It's just not good all the way around. Then we get Matthew McConaughey voices Elvis Presley in Agent Elvis, which debuted in March. He also executive produces the series from Priscilla Presley and John Eddy, Sony Pictures. So that one's getting canceled. I didn't watch that. I thought the trailer looked really interesting, but at the same time, I'm just not interested. Farzar, which debuted in July of 22, is a sci-fi comedy that follows Prince Fashal, I don't know how to say that name, and his crew as they venture out in their doomed human city to fight the evil aliens that want to kill and eat them. That sounds funny. I might watch that. Farzar, Captain Fall, we already read about that. But this is the thing. Obviously, Netflix is going to continue to have these problems with these shows that aren't, they're not producing, more subscribers. I mean, there's only so many subscribers they can have. But like I said before, I know people personally that canceled their Netflix subscription because they got rid of the password. They keep going, they keep charging more and more and more. And I understand why people are pulling out. I keep mine because I'm always finding new stuff on there. And so I'm just like, it's worth my money for me to keep it. But I just go, if you guys are going to cancel, I mean, like, I understand why they canceled Shadow and Bone, because it probably cost a fuck ton to make that show with all the special effects. But the other shows, I don't know about the other ones, but as far as Glamorous goes, shows like that, I can see why they cancel it, because it's just trash. It's pure trash. It's not good. It's badly written, badly acted. Everything's bad. So I can see why they canceled it. And we'll see going forward if they cancel any more of these shows, or if they just, keep plunging away and putting out bad content like this or whatnot. All right, you guys, that's my video and everything. Tell me what you guys thought about this. Are you guys sad to see Shadow and Bone go, or are you guys totally fine with it? Tell me what you guys think about it. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next video. You guys have a good day. Bye.